with yet another DJs BrewTube beer review. You know what, guys? The weather's getting warmer, and I'm in for a little bit of like maybe a shift change in what I'm drinking. I've been drinking a lot of, porters, stouts, barley wines, big heavy beers. I want to know something that's got a bit of an alcohol kick, but a little lighter and more effervescent sort of flavor, and not, big and heavy on my palate. So what am I going to do? I'm going to go to Boulevard Brewing Company out of Kansas City, Missouri, US of A, yay, and I'm going to grab their Tank 7 Farmhouse Ale. Now, as the name suggests, this is a Saison or Farmhouse Ale. It's a year-round serving, 8.5% ABV and 38 IBUs. Now, this particular beer is part of their Smokestack series, which is their bigger or lower production beers, maybe not, on the shelf everywhere, and they're all usually higher ABV. So, in this particular beer, they're using pale and malted wheat for the malts, and for hops, they're using, Magnum, Bravo, and Amarillo, or Amarillo, whichever one you like. And for an adjunct, they're using flake corn. Interesting. Maybe the corn, the sugar in that boosts up the sweetness. I'm not sure why they're using that one. I'll have to look up and geek out on it. I don't do that, do I? Oh, yeah, I do. Anyways, so this particular beer is 2 years old. Why? Because I've cellared it. I had this beer fresh and had some cool flavors with the hops, so like bright and citrusy and everything. And a lot of folks, cellar these higher ABV, Saison. So I wanted to see what happened. So that's what we did. This is a 2012 vintage, and at time of recording, it's just over 2 years old. So we're going to pop the top on it. Ooh, nice hiss. I'm going to watch this one. These Belgian styles will have a tendency to creep up on you. Tons of smoke coming off of that beer. Look at that. Already getting some foam up in the neck, too. These Belgian beers do that. I'm pouring this in my, Goose Island glass here. I use this with the, demolition that they have. Look at the head on this bad boy. Wow, Headzilla. Okay. Wow. These always pour like that, man. This has been in the fridge and down in my cellar, not rocked around or anything, but, man, after Saison sit, that yeast gets in there, man, and you get like mega impregna head on this kind of thing. Super, super tight bubbles. Look at that. We're sort of cloudy. Plenty of effervescent carbonation, of course, coming up from the bottom. It's a like a light amber color with more yellows than oranges in it, but it's not like sort of like a Pilsner type yellow, or what you would say a beer would look like, one like a lager, a macro lager, but really nice, man. Man, the head is like super thick and creamy on this, like 3 fingers. Let me see if I can get a nose on this. If not, we'll wait for the head to die down and we'll come back. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute, we got it. I'm still getting some of that citrus even after 2 years. A bit of pineapple. Bit of spice from the Belgian yeast. Kind of like honey type sweetness. But I'm going to let this head die down and see if I can get any more out of that. And I'll be back in a flash to review more of the Tank 7. Okay, guys, I'm back. Man, look at the glass lacing. That stuff's epic. It looks like somebody sprayed like silly foam or something on the inside of this glass, or some insulative foam. But you can see I've got the rest of the beer in the glass now. Let me see. I got everything. Yeah, everything but a little dreg there. It's clouded up a bit more, but not too much. Really nice looking beer in the glass. Now let's get a nose on it. Okay, a lot more intense pineapple, a lot more yeast spice, a little tiny bit of faint citrus in the background, sweet maltiness, a bit of clove. That honey sweetness is still there. And a real, like I said, real faint citrus zest, which was a lot bigger when it was fresh. So let's get a taste on this. Cheers. Man, that's easy to drink. Wow. Nice medium mouthful feel right off the bat. A lot of big Belgian spice now. When I had this before, I remember the citrus and the hoppiness was more in the forefront. Of course, after 2 years, that's faded a lot. And mostly, really, the hop's still there as like a bitterness, almost a pininess in some ways. But, well, like I said, right up at the front, it's that clovey, spicy yeast taste. It's got a nice mouthfeel. It's a medium mouthfeel coating. I suspect that's from the wheat malt that they use in it. But the aftertaste is of pineapple, honey, and a bit of citrus and almost like flowery hops in the background. Man, this is an easy to pound down beer. If I was out in the sun on a hot day, you could get in real trouble drinking a 4-pack in this, which is how they sell them, or in 750s. But man, this is a nice size for this beer. It's really drinkable. You could pair this with a ton of foods, and you don't taste a bit or feel a bit of the 8.5% ABV, and it's definitely not in the nose. Not at all. But man, when you drink this, it's quality made, and this is really as good as some of the European Saisons that I've had. It was a lot better than these two, this 21st Amendment and this Lift Bridge Farm Girl Saison. And I did like this one a little bit, this Jack d'Orbe, a little more. This was on the sweeter end of Saisons, but this is a banging beer. I would drink this again and buy it again in a second, no problem. So, what do we grade a beer like this? Rate Beer is given a 99, and Beer Advocate gives it a 93. I think I'm going to go with it at 93. It's a real high A-. You know what? I think I'm gonna take it just in the A range. You know what? I changed my mind. I really enjoy the taste of this, and I would definitely drink again. And it's cellared like a champ. So I'm gonna give this the 94. That's just in the A range. Really tasty beer. Like I said, that I would buy again. If you've had this, let me know. If you've enjoyed it, if you didn't like it, whatever, let me know. Because like I said, I like the quid pro quo. That's some good stuff. And I'd also think it's really good stuff if you would think locally, drink locally, and support the craft beer movement. Boulevard's doing that. I'm doing that. These beer companies are doing that. All my other beer geeks out there doing it. What's up with you? You doing it too? Rock on, guys, because when you support that craft beer movement, you get lots of diversity and lots of awesome beers to try, and that's the spice of life, right? And the nice spicy clove taste, and this is the spice of life too. But anyways, guys, enough flapping my gums. I'm going to go kick back and finish this beer and chill a bit. And you know what? I got to thank you for watching, rating, commenting, subscribing, and hitting that like button. Give you a bunch of love and a big ass what? Hell yeah. Peace out.